How important is it to situate these stories culturally? Like, is the Abbasid Caliphate real? Is it important to know something about that history or not?
I'll be frank with you, it depends on the year in which I'm teaching, the extent to which I think that's important.
Interesting.
I tend to read these stories for their interest as narrative constructions, what they tell us about the power of narrative, about the power of storytelling, about the way one listens, about how one interprets stories. I think to read them as historical documents or even as commentaries on Islam can be dangerous in a certain way.
The number of merchants that you have, for example, even the idea of storytelling as a kind of merchandising.
Well, that's interesting, and actually you remind me, because there are certain very realistic descriptions in the Nights that can tell us something about Islamic medieval society. And I was looking at this, the Porter and the Three Ladies at the beginning, when you have this incredible scene of what it's like to do your marketing
in this world produce, right?
Absolutely. So this is this wonderful, oh, happy day when the porter meets this very beautiful woman who needs him to carry all of her goods. And we have this lovely description of the woman who asks the porter to take your basket and follow me, to which he replies, oh, lucky day, oh, happy day. He's so delighted. And so he says again, very well, oh, auspicious day, oh, lucky day, oh, happy day. The porter lifted the basket and followed her until she stopped at the fruit vendors, where she bought yellow and red apples, Hebron peaches and Turkish quinces and seacoast lemons and royal oranges, as well as baby cucumbers. She also bought Aleppo jasmine and Damascus lilies, myrtle berries and mignonettes, daisies and gillyflowers, lilies of the valley and irises, narcissus and daffodils, violets and anemones, as well as pomegranate blossoms. She placed everything in the porter's basket and asked him to follow her. And then she goes on to the butcher's and she buys 10 pounds of fresh mutton, and then she buys charcoal, and she buys all kinds of olives, pitted, salted, pickled, tarragon, cream cheese, Syrian cheese, and sweet as well as sour pickles. It goes on and on. It's a veritable feast, an abundance of ingredients. And I think what's really interesting, and this is of course the Hadawi translation, which doesn't embellish, it does give you this sense of what it must have been like to go to the marketplace in 14th century
even
Baghdad.
Today you have some of that feeling.
Absolutely, right? That abundance of produce and nuts and olives and cheese. So I think in that sense these can be read as interesting historical documents if you want, or social documents in a sense. And I think in that regard Harun al-Rashid is an interesting character. I myself would be wary of reading too much history out of his role in these stories.